Happy Monday. Freaking Eagles. Happy friggin' Super Bowl Monday. The Eagles have won. My Philadelphia Eagles. I've been bleeding green since the day I was born. And my Eagles won the Super Bowl. And that's that for that. So happy Monday. Nobody's here yet. It's not my usual time. I guess it is kind of my usual time. But I'm Reality of Krista Marie for the Who Study One podcast on the Reality of Krista Marie YouTube channel, which you can find all of the Who Study One podcast episodes if you would like under the podcast tab. Also, if you're just listening to this on just the audio side, you can come watch the Crazy Live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where I am recording all the episodes live. So let me turn the mic up. Sorry. Also, please hit the like, comment, subscribe, all that for YouTube and all the other platforms like Instagram and all. Can you please follow the podcast? I didn't go live yet on there. Did I go live yet? Okay, follow the podcast. Or follow me. I'm sorry. I am Reality Christmas on all the socials. So all of them. YouTube, because we're live on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all 5 of them. And I always forget one, but we're live on all of them. Facebook Live, all that. So oh my God. So I'm going to talk about Southern Charm the episode first, but there's so much behind the scenes shit going on with these people. They had actually stopped filming for 2 months because the person that JT was dating, allegedly, they're not saying what her name is, but the freaking 2 cast members have a restraining order against her. And he starts dating her, and she's supposedly a stalker, one of the cast. And I don't know her name yet, but I heard this through other bloggers and stuff. And then also Madison said it. And I also believe they picked the cameras back up when Craig and Paige broke up. So, and you know what? She is so mean to him. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, but she was mean to him in this episode. And it's this is where the cracks we start to see. And then he was also on Watch What Happens Live, and he said he wouldn't debunk that she didn't cheat. He just said, it's not my problem. I didn't start it. So, I really do believe he thinks that she did cheat emotionally or something. And I kind of believe him. Because if she didn't, what was the problem? Unless she just completely fell in love with him. Which, saying to you, where do you see how mean she was? Listen, 31's not young and it's not old, but it's don't be in a relationship then. If you're oh, I'm 31, oh my God, I can't, oh my God, the thought of having a baby and kids, oh my God. It's then why are you in a relationship with somebody who wants that and has wanted that since you guys met? You know what I mean? So I'm so team Craig on this. Because she was just fucking mean to him, guys. It was bad, and everybody might disagree. I heard Ryan Bailey kind of disagree with me, not me, but he said he thought a lot of people say that they appreciated that moment. I'm like, what? Why is she in a relationship? Why are you in a relationship with somebody that doesn't? If you think that 31 is so young and too young to have to stay together, I don't know, to have a future, I don't know. She said to have babies. Again, he's not asking for babies. He just wants to know if you're gonna get married. Whatever happened, I thought that Craig was her type. I really did. I didn't. Well, what is Paige's type? We don't really know because they don't show us any other relationship. I thought maybe building a house and having basically building it with that person in mind, and that person's building it with you. That you pretty much thought you were having a future. What did he do? Did he do something? He says she's nobody was blindsided. But you know what? Watching these episodes, I believe her. Nobody. I don't think he was because the way she's treating him in this is kind of I don't want to, you're putting pressure on me. She also says one of them, I'm jumping ahead, but one of the lines she says, she's if you're not happy with the amount I love, the amount of love I give you, then that's your problem. That's a you problem. What, bitch? Okay, goodbye. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be together. What? What do you not love this man? My poor Craig. I think that he is grieving, and I feel bad because at our age, which I think Craig's age is my age. I think he's what? I don't know, maybe 40 or something. We don't date to just date. We don't date to hang out. We don't date. We date for the future. You know what I mean? And I'm being honest. We don't date to just, maybe we'll be together. It's you kind of know if and at least me anyway, I'm not going to date you if I'm not going to spend a future with you at this point in my time. It's a waste of my time, And I feel hey girl, hey Virgo, thanks for joining. You're the only one here yet. On our side anyway. Everybody on TikTok's watching me, but you're so beautiful. Thanks for being here. I haven't even started yet, but I'm watching this and I just can't believe how mean that she's being him. She's been so fucking mean, and now I know why he's not debunking the cheating rumors. Because something's up with this bitch. And I'm talking about Paige. I always liked her. I thought she was mature. She had it going. I have been saying for a long time that there's no way that she's going to move to Charleston and have babies because she's got a huge family, and I can just see her mom being a big part of her life when she has kids. And Craig was planning on moving to New York. I think he actually still is, which again, his family's from here. They're from Delaware. It's not that far. He's an Eagles fan too. So Eagles. Yeah, we won the Super Bowl last night. I have to just keep throwing that in there, Lady Virgo. My team won. Yeah, the Eagles won. They did fucking amazing last night. But anyway, and Craig's from up here, and I probably see. I want to live in Charleston. Like when we retire, when George retires, I want to go to Charleston, or I'm not going to say, but where those two people live. I don't want to say their names, but those two people live. I would go there. I just feel very like connected to, I don't know, I've never been there, but I feel connected to there, and I feel connected to California, like where Larja lives. When I see Larja outside, like her part of Cali, I'm like, I feel so nostalgic for some reason. I've never been there. But those are two places I would go. But you're never going to catch me on a fucking plane. So we're going to have to be able to teleport by this point because I'm not flying. So Jacqueline, honey, if you're there, my partner in crime, my Bravo partner in crime, you're going to have to fucking drug me on a plane, or not on a plane, on a train. I don't know, something. I'm not going to don't even drug me and put me on a plane. I'm too scared. They're falling out of the fucking sky. And the ley lines are changing. And that's the thing. Yes, they did. Didn't they? Didn't he too? Oh, you know who I'm talking about. Quarterback was his name. Jalen Hurts. Did you ever see his ass? Just look at his ass, okay? Just look at his ass. I'm just saying, my husband knows, but look at his fucking ass. I was in the end zone. I got tickets in the end zone just so I could see him. Just so I could see the back of him. That was a good game. They all played an amazing game. Even the freaking Chiefs. They played a fucking good game, too. Did you guys see Taylor? Taylor. Halftime show sucked. Couldn't even hear him. I felt bad. Couldn't hear him at all. I felt like the audio is fucked up. And I feel like the concerts, I feel like an open stadium like that, you're not going to be able to hear him. And no matter how loud he was. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything nefarious with the halftime show. I thought it was a good FU to Drake. After watching the Grammys, I'm so done with like all of them people. Like I will never watch any of their music again, especially the other one. What's her name? That we never see. What's her name? The girl. She did the devil sign, the Illuminati sign, and she thanked Jay-Z and shit. So Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, fuck her. Fuck you, Alicia Keys. No, thank you, bitch. You can stay over there on the set side with those people. Or you can just go like with your devil horns. Like, get out of here. It was, after watching that, it was like refreshing to see the Eagles game for one, and to see that the game that they didn't destroy the halftime show. As much as people complain that you couldn't hear him and stuff, I mean, at least he performed. But anyway, oh my god, I have so many freaking clips because the Southern Charm's really good. There's some really good conversations, which we're gonna get into. Like the Craig, Austin and Madison conversation was amazing. Craig and Paige is amazing. I never knew how to fear of. Oh my god, you won't listen. I tried twice, and I got to the airport. When walking through the gate, I start shaking and hyperventilating. You can't, and you can't stop it. Like I can't stop it. Like I really have this like phobia where you can't get me on the plane at all. I'm shaking. Like I've tried twice. Yeah, no, nope. And these planes are falling out of the fucking sky, and they're not telling us why. They're not telling us why. The truth is the ley lines are changing. The continents are moving. That's the truth. But that's really fucked up. Like, and like they don't account for that. Because listen, you think they fly off of fucking oil and all that shit in wings? No, it's not. It's not because of that. They don't fly because of that. They fly with the ley lines and shit. And when these things are shifting and moving, that's why these planes are just falling out of the fucking sky. Okay, just saying. And then you got fucking somebody, which I believe nobody was flying that Black Hawk. I think that they lost control of it and somebody took over, like some kind of AI system took over. Because it fucking ascended into the plane. I'm sorry, you ascended. You were staying at 200. You were ascending Black Hawk, and I don't think there's people in there knew could stop it. I think it was autonomously thrown, and that's just my opinion. I feel like there's a reason that they fucking wouldn't tell us who was flying it and anything about them. We still don't know about them. Yeah, they kept showing it. It was so annoying, wasn't it? Oh, they didn't keep showing. I know. I like a lot of the commercials. A lot of commercials had alien stuff. I thought was cute. I was like, oh, look. Like, I just feel like it's, they're leading into it, which is good. But anyway, did you watch Southern Charm, Lady Virgo? I can't believe the amount of shit that's coming out with Craig and Paige. She was so fucking mean to him. So mean to him. But there's a lot of good conversations. All right, where my notes up. I should have peed before I sat down. Oh, God, I have to pee. Whew. I'll hold it though. Yep. No. All right. Yeah. So we have like the season trailer, the mid-season trailer came out. Really good. So excited about it. But so Shep is seeing this chick Sienna. Okay, she's the Bahama chick, and I'm so at the belief that he wanted to be back with Taylor, and then or he didn't want to be back with Taylor. He realized that he loved Taylor, but he wanted to marry her too, and it just it didn't work out. Hey, bestie, we talked this weekend, right? We're sticking to what we said because I don't know if you talked to Mimir, but make sure you tell Mimir that it's impossible for that to happen because she doesn't call here live. So how could she be on a live with me backstage talking shit about somebody? Fucking asshole. I don't. And I did send him I sent that person an invite, but I forgot. Like I forgot to take him off the list. But I would prefer nobody bring it up until afterwards. You know what I mean? I don't want to. And if this person shows up in our live, then we just ignore him. Okay? Because you're not gonna fucking turn shit on me. I'm just saying. I agree. Okay, I agree with you. So Lady Virgo says, I agree with you. I honestly believe that it was unmanned. No one was controlled. I know, like, because I think about it, like, there's 3 people, right? They couldn't overpower her when they started to ascend. Why wouldn't they just overpower her? The other 2 people? Do you mean other 2 people wanted to ascend into this plane? I really believe that they saw it, and you were supposed to stay at 200, 250. Well, what are you going up to 300-400 feet for? And if you showed the angle, that there's a couple angles. And the person that released that first footage that we've seen over and over again, probably the only footage we have, that person got arrested for that yesterday. Arrested. Apparently it's from the tower or something. But still, like, there's other footage of it, and it looks even worse. Bad. And at first they were saying that, 4 people were rescued. What do you mean? They were first saying that 4 people were rescued alive. It's like, where were you getting your information from, people? Like, why don't we have more footage of this? You know what I mean? Why are they leaving us to just, and then the one in Philly, that motherfucker, if you keep watching that footage, that was a fucking missile. That sounded like a missile. It looked like a missile. It almost hit my friend. It almost hit Philly Diva. She's right by there. It's fucking 10 minutes for me to throw a rock and hit that shit. And I believe something happened there. I think what they said is the engines were still running as it was coming down. So there's no engine trouble. It looked like somebody took the fucking control and went all the way down at full force to the ground on purpose. There's an interference that says you're fucking with the wrong people. And it sounded like a Mexican. I think that whoever was flying that plane or owns that plane had something to do with the cartel, and they took that fucking plane and they did that shit. Because they said there was nothing wrong with the engine. You could hear the engines as it was coming down, and it looks like it exploded before it hit the ground. But it hit a couple houses on the way down, like tipped it a little bit, kind of hit it as it came down. So I think that it ripped the back of it, and that's what exploded seconds before it hit the ground, and it put that big hole in the ground. But I also don't think that just fell out either. I think that they said there's no way for that fucking plane to go nosedive unless the controllers were all the way down, and they were only in the sky. It went like up, and then it did like this weird thing. So kind of like somebody was fighting over the controller, and then like that. You know what I mean? And they're not saying shit about that either. And that little Mexican girl in there that just got treatment. It's like they don't give a fuck when they kill people. They just don't. It does. It doesn't make you. Yes, doesn't it make you fucking like 9/11 fucked me up. Now I believe a whole different scenario that nobody was actually in planes and nobody actually died. And I have a whole scenario with that, but that fucked me up for so long. Think about it. When we were younger, I don't know how old you are, but when we were younger, they used to make us watch the space flights, like the rockets taking off, and then we watched the one with the teacher, the one that blew up, the Challenger. They watched that. They made us watch that. And they knew, in my opinion, it was going to blow up. They knew what they were doing. And it's like they traumatized us. And this is even worse. Like, seeing these planes in the last 2 years, 10 of them fall out of the sky for no fucking reason. The one in fucking Brazil last year, we see the fucking, it's getting ready to come into the thing. All of a sudden it goes like this. And it's like, Jesus Christ, into a fucking house? Like, what in the fuck is happening? Like, no, No, thank you. I'm not getting a plane. I'm in nobody's, And I know, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You're going to, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Sorry. It was a shame that little girl escaped death from that, and who knows if they gaslight the fuck out of us. Yeah, oh, it was engine trouble. No, we heard the engines as it was coming down. The engines were still in. It sounded like a goddamn missile. It went 1,100 feet or something in like a matter of seconds or something like that. It came down with it. It came down. It wasn't even up or down. They said it took 2 minutes from the time it took off and the time it hit the ground. It was only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Somebody was waiting to fucking pull that. Somebody was waiting to get all the way up there to, I think I got up to maybe, I think they said 1,100 feet and then rapid descend. And it was cloudy, but it wasn't that cloudy, okay? Like, we saw it. And there's so much footage of that one. So many different fucking, and everyone you look at, you're like, that don't look like a fucking plane. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. It looks and sounds like a missile, but it's coming down so fucking fast. And then the pieces are scattered 5 blocks away. I mean, literally, like bowls of fire 5 blocks away. How? And then old pieces of the plane that weren't even burnt, that just had the medical vaccine on it. Like, damn, like, it's like, what the fuck are they doing to us? Like, what is happening? Anyway, good morning, Lacey. Hey, I'm like sidetracking because I said I'm never flying again, and I'll maybe think of that, but bravo con. I'll never fly again. I'm sorry. The last couple of weeks have gotten us. But anyway, so there's so many good conversations happening. Thanks for joining, by the way, Lacey Silver. There's so many good conversations that they're having on Southern Charm. So I just want to highlight them too, because so we have Shep. I won't sidetrack. So we have Shep. He is wanting to make a trip to the Bahamas and bring everybody with him. I guess it'll be the cash trip where he's dating that Sienna chick who's Miss Bahamas or something like that. And so I heard that her grandmother was head of the Southern Charm fan club. So like her whole family was like, I don't know, obsessed with Southern Charm, right? So I'm feeling, right, so now she's avoiding him. And it's like, he's kind of like, oh, we're in love. And all of a sudden he's calling and she's basically blowing him off. My perception or my opinion is maybe she found out that everybody was talking about her and her family and she was embarrassed. So she's like, fuck you, dude. Like, I'm not entertaining this anymore. Like, you embarrass me. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because what happens is they took a break. Nobody says this to us, but they took a 2-month break. So there was 2 months in between when we saw them in love and then this trip. So there's time for her to find out that everybody's finding out who she is. Right? Oh, so do I. Even on a boat, I throw my guts up. Yeah. So my opinion is the reason she's avoiding him is because that 2-month break made him realize like everybody knew she was obsessed with the show. Again, I don't think that would be like, we don't have fan clubs or anything, but I don't feel like we're like super fans where like we couldn't date them. I don't know. Like, what would be the big deal to date somebody that's a fan? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean, wouldn't you want somebody to be a fan of yours if you're in love with them or they in love with you? Don't you want them to be a fan? You know what I'm saying? A fan of life, your life, you know? I don't feel like talking about it's probably embarrassing. I don't know if that's why she's blowing him off. It's weird because if you are obsessed with the show and you did try to date Whitney first, allegedly, why are you now avoiding the whole cast coming to come find you to marry Shep? Shep wants to marry you for some reason. I think he was in love with Taylor, realized when Taylor and him broke up that he wanted to be in a relationship, and he just is jumping on the first thing that he puts his dick in, is my opinion. Shep. Whatever it is, what it is. I like to see Shep in a vulnerable position. It makes me realize he actually has a heart. It's like, oh, you really do have a heart, Shep, because I love Shep. I've always have. I rooted for him from day one. Same as Craig. Like, I hated when they made fun of Craig, but, at this point, I feel like I'm Team Craig with the Paige and Craig thing. I'm so Team Craig. And I'll tell you why when we get there. But anyway, so this episode 2, we find out that the fucking reason they took the 2-month break is because JT was dating somebody who has a restraining order against the cast. 2 of the cast members, they're not telling us who, but allegedly they had to take a 2-month break because nobody could film because JT is hooking up with some weird chick, the one he tells Vanita about, and they show a picture of her, but she's apparently obsessed with the cast too, just like Sienna. And she is the one who was like, oh yeah, Gaston did this, Gaston did that. Oh, him and Molly's relationship was more than that. It was a Molly he dated. I get Molly and the other one confused. Molly and Sally, Molly or Sally, but everyone he dated, he's like, yeah, I heard differently. So apparently it's somebody that's friends with them. They're both fucking homie hoppers too. So they're both homie hoppers. So I guess they have a homie hopper friend that he dates, and he picks her over Vanita. Then he gets fired, JT. My opinion is that he was on pills because of his accident. That's why he's not on the show. I take it back. I feel like he just turned into an asshole. And they can't figure out what's wrong with him. There's a couple scenes, a couple confessionals interviews where Craig, Shep, and and Austin are all like, yeah, he's not the same person. We gave him another chance. Craig said it. He's like, look, I'll give him a third, fourth, fifth chance. Like, something's up with him. And my opinion is that he was on pills, and but now he's kind of messy. He's just a fucking little bitch, is what he is. He's a bitch. He's a fucking bitch, and I can't stand bitches like that. And I think Ryan Reynolds is a bitch too. He's a real bitch. I mean, like, honestly, I don't know. Like, JT, you're trying to ruin somebody's life. I don't know. And like, ugh, and Ryan Reynolds, you're such a fucking bitch boy. But anyway, I'll get into that later. So, 369 people watching. Everybody, I don't know where everybody is. Come in the chat, guys. I want to see what everybody thinks about the show. All right, so first conversation, really good one. Is Leva and Vanita. Well, this is Leva and Vanita. And Leva's like, Vanita is telling Leva all about what happened with JT. And Leva's like, what do you mean he has a frigging girlfriend? And Vanita's like, I'm so heartbroken. And Vanita's like, what was his plan? Leading you on for what? And like, she's like, I'm so mad at him. He's such a fucking loser. And at this point, they don't know who this chick is, right? So right after this is when they take the 2-month break for filming. But she's like, we took a dinner. We had dinner. And after that, he goes home and he texts Vanita saying, I'm not trying to make you look like a homewrecker. And she's like, well, it's too late for that. Like, like my heart's shattered and, I just feel like I can't have nice things or something. And I don't know. She's just like, I just feel like he homie hopper. Yeah. Well, that's what honestly, that's what Sally is. That's what Molly is. Like, they're just hopping from homie to homie. And you're like trying to fucking whatever sticks. We had like that Natalie chick that dated Craig, and like she also dated and the one that dated Thomas Ravenel, and then they're all just homie hoppers. Catherine dated, hooked up with all of them. And it's weird. They all go for like Whitney first, which is so fucking weird. Like, Sally had sent, or one of them sent Whitney naked pictures. And I'm like, oh. And then remember Taylor did it too. Taylor's a homie hopper. She's with Gaston now. Like, they're all homie hoppers. And it's kind of like they can't keep it in the group. But anyway, so Vanita's telling Leva that happens. And I feel bad for Vanita because at first I was like, oh, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Maybe they're using each other for storyline. Cool. I was all for it. But then this happens and you're like, dude, what are you doing? Nobody knows this girl. Nobody likes this girl. What are you doing, dude? Like, you want to be on the show or you want to be with this chick? Like, where'd she come from? And why all of a sudden? Like, why is he picking her over the show? Because he just looks a mess. He don't even look, I'm telling you, I feel like he might still be on pills. Maybe he still is. That's just nobody has said that. I haven't heard that at all. That's my perception. Maybe I am like projecting, but he just is off. He doesn't look as good as he used to. He doesn't look as lively, as alive. His face is just, he didn't really get that. Wasn't that bad of an accident. So I can't see him letting himself go. Maybe the pain pills, yeah, like everybody can get addicted to shit. Like, it's not that hard. Maybe that's what was making him act like this. And people said he's just being off and nobody wants to be around him. And then we find out that 2-month break had to do with him because of this freaking chick he's dating, which they're not naming her fucking name. They call her the stalker. All right, so then first good conversation is Austin and Madison. I loved it. I know that they hated each other before, but the fact that they hang out is awesome. So Madison shows up at a bar, hanging out with Austin. She's like, we became best friends. She treats me like my gay best friend, and they actually do. They look like they're better off friends. They look like they're getting along really great. But they meet at some oyster bar called Shooters, and she's got a hat on that says "Bored Housewife," and then Austin's like, "You look like Hillary Duff." And they're like, oh, let's laugh over these shots. Like, they're having a good time and they're talking. So they start to talk about the conversation with Craig, Austin says. And then he said it before, and I agree with him with this, that Craig is just like, my life is not going to change. I don't know what you don't understand about that. And he's like, I feel like a 13-year-old girl when he does this. Did you like me? Check 1 for yes, check 2 for no. Like, do you want to be my friend? You know what I mean? He's like, he makes me feel like an asshole. He makes me have to say shit like that. It makes it sound weird. But I don't even know if he likes me, Austin says. And he's like, he's trying to give me $30,000 to walk away from the podcast. And he's like, I'm not even thinking about that. And no, I'm not going to sell my podcast. And I think they actually are done with it, actually. I don't know if Giggly Squad, is Giggly Squad do good or something? I never listened to one episode. I can't stand fucking Hannah Burner. I will never listen to an episode of it. But apparently she's doing really good with it. And I didn't even know she still had it. But I don't know what he thought. Maybe he thought he was going to do Pillows and Paige. But, he dumps. Remember when I heard it from him? Yeah, Stalker. Yep. Did you hear it too? Yeah. Exactly. And two of the cast members had to get a freaking restraining order against her. And I don't even know who it is. I was trying to guess who it was, but they had to stop filming for that. It's weird, you know? And it's like, JT really, and like, did he really just pick this chick over the show? Like, I want to know what happened, like the fourth wall. I have some clips, but even the conversation with Austin and Madison was really good. He's like, I'm always going to give JT a chance, and he does. He's like, Craig has grown up, and Austin's like, Madison's really cool, like hanging out with her. She's actually pregnant, by the way. So congratulations. In real life, like in real time, she's pregnant right now, which makes me happy. I hope that I hope his cancer is cleared up. I hope that he's in remission. But yeah. So next we have Craig and Paige, and they go to a bee farm, and I feel bad for Craig. I'm like, she just doesn't want to fucking. She's not that into him anymore, and it's fucking obvious. This conversation with Paige, I have to pee. I have to take a pee break, guys. Don't be mad at me. Are you gonna be mad at me? I have to. I can't. I cannot hold it. But I have so much else to say. I'm going to do a 30-second countdown because sorry. Couldn't hold it. Okay, so this freaking conversation between Madison and Craig is so Madison. Oh my god, who's Madison? Who's Madison? Oh, Madison. Whew. Paige and Craig is so sad, dude. She was so fucking. Was she mean to him or what? Wasn't it hard to watch? Like, Craig, he was like, he should have said "fuck you" and walked away. At one point, I would have said that when she said, like, if my love's not good enough for you, then that's a you problem. If you you can't accept the amount of love I give, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you? And then I'm 31. You didn't have to make. Nobody pressured you at 31. Yes, they did. And they threw them out. Yes, they did. And if you want allotted that time, then fucking don't be in a relationship. Don't for 3.5 years. You know what I mean? Like, what happened? Why the fuck are you so mean, Paige? Everybody's going to say, oh, everybody thinks I'm a monster because you're acting like one. And like, he's like fucking looking at her like, what the fuck? Like, I felt bad for him because I know he wanted to just tell her to fuck off. Like, I felt really bad. So anyway, they go to this bee farm, right? And it's like, I understand. I would do it. Like, I would be like excited. I want a farm. I'm like Craig. But she couldn't be fucking bothered. She did not give a fuck. She's like, I want to get honeybees. He wants honeybees, right? I get it. He wants to have like a farm, whatever. He's got that huge ass house. And, she's like, I basically, she's like standing back. I don't know. They meet the lady and they get their outfits on and they're going to go look at the bees and the honeybees. And they're talking about the males and the females and how, they mate and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, I'll get one. And she's like, yeah, maybe we'll mate them or something. They're talking about this thing. And, she's kind of like, oh, and then she finds out the males die after they mate. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Like, what the fuck? And he loses all dignity here because after that, like, first of all, she can't be bothered with the fucking bees. The lady's showing him everything and she's standing way back. And he's like, aren't you excited? And she's like, No, I'm not going to go jump in a fucking bee farm. Like, all kind of like, I couldn't be bothered, right? Then they go to look at these goats, right? And she's like, you know what? I don't even know if I want to live on a farm. I want kids. I don't want animals. And she's like, it's nice fantasy, but I live in the real world and you live in fantasy land. Okay. So he lives in fantasy land because he wants to have goats and stuff. And because he wants to have a farm. It's like, yeah, exactly. I felt so. It's like your dignity went out the window because she also says, I want kids. She's like, I'm not ready. And I feel like you're putting so much pressure on me. And let me remind you, I'm 31 and you were allotted that time. I want it to be fair. And I want the same time you got when you were 31. I was like, bitch, what? Bye. Goodbye. You want to have some time? Goodbye. You want to deal? When the fuck is it tit for tat? And since when do you go back and say, well, your friends gave you time and you were 31? 31's so young. I don't want to have a kid. I'm not ready. It's like, whoa, okay. Oh, right. Okay, we're not ready. Like, we get it. Okay, Paige. Paige isn't ready. Okay, everybody hear that? Paige isn't ready. Just scream from the rooftops, bitch. Like, just tell everybody, Paige isn't ready. And we're all crazy for saying it at 31 when you've been with him for 3.5 years. He's a full hill. What do you want from him? You know what I mean? And again, everybody's like, oh, I'm so proud of her for knowing what she wants. She doesn't know what she wants. She was with him for 3.5 years. She thought she wanted to be with him. What do you mean? She doesn't know what the fuck she wants. Because she acted like she didn't cheat, and she did. Okay? I believe that she did. I believe she was talking to somebody else. And I don't know why she did it, but because she's 31, and that's too young to have all this fucking pressure. Then what the fuck you with him for? Why were you with him for so long then? You know what I mean? I don't understand then. Like, if you're going to keep everything private and not tell us, it's just weird, okay? It's weird that all of a sudden you don't want to be with him anymore. And he's like, she just wants to have those things with somebody else. What did he do? What changed? Why did you build a house with him? I know it was his house. I know you didn't make him do it. I know you didn't want his house on the apartment. His name's on the apartment. I don't know. If you weren't ever going to commit, I don't know why you dated him. I don't know why you wasted your time and his. Paige is my thing. I don't understand. He's not acting like a bachelor. He's doing everything he can for his business, for himself, for the show. He's on Winter House. He's making deals with Bravo. I think there's something he's moving to New York for. He might actually be producing somewhere else. I'm not even kidding you right now. Like this girl Dana that does some podcasts. She used to be the Bravo investigator, I think. She had an interview or discussion with Ryan Bailey about this episode and about this whole thing. And I agree with both of them. I think that he was planning on moving to New York. I think it was, eventually, I think it started out because of her, but I think he got some opportunities with Bravo because he almost said it on the after show. On Watch What Happens Live. Yeah, minutes for a home show and everybody too little. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's on Raya. I didn't know what Raya is. I guess Raya. I think they're all on Raya at one point. I don't know. Is it a serious dating app? But I feel like I don't want to back with Nomi. I think she's a cunt. I'm sorry. I don't like Nomi. I think she needs to go. I think that Nomi wanted to be back with him. But his relationship, he got to grow up with Nomi. Like, I think her ignorance pushed him. And I can't stand the fact that she treated him like shit too. Like, why is everybody so mean to Craig? I don't understand. He's a whole ass fucking lawyer. Sewing down south. And and this, when I show you guys the mid-season trailer, it made me cry. It really did, because I didn't look at it the way he was looking at it. And he wasn't really voicing the whole exact reasons why he couldn't really hang out with Austin a lot. Like, apparently he was really struggling with alcohol and he was trying to stay sober, and it was hard for him to be around the bars. But again, why do you invest in 2 bars? I don't understand you invested in 2 bars with Austin. I know maybe a silent partner, Craig, but maybe there's a lot of things going on where she was in his ear. And no matter what he says, something's wrong. Like, because he's like, I was blindsided. And, but the way that she's treating him, she's like, all your friends think that you could just settle down and you should just do it. She's like, I'm the one carrying the baby. It's my decision. It's like, okay, I get it. You're completely, it's all your decision, Paige. Okay, great, Paige. You're not into them anymore. You're only 31. Okay, Paige. I'm glad that we all know this now. Like, 3.5 years later, now he knows. It's like, okay, like, what the fuck do you mean? I don't know. And it's like, if you, again, you're not going to be honest, we have no idea what was going on in the relationship for her to break up with him. And she's like, he's not blindsided. And obviously, if she's doing this, then no, he shouldn't have been blindsided. I would have walked the fuck away from her at that fucking farm. I'd be like, all right, bitch, you want time? Go ahead. Good for you. You're only 31 and you think that I was alive at that time and that you deserve something. Like, you just wasted my time for 3.5 years. And what happened? Unless he did something and you're not saying it, then screw you guys for not telling us. They make us think that, you know what I mean? That you're not actually this much of an asshole. I thought Paige was this on me. It's such a shame. Really. Yeah. But again, I'm like, you know what? She couldn't be serious with anybody. And that might just be her problem. That might be something she's always going to struggle with. She might be a chef. Because I don't think 31 is that young. And it's definitely not too young to think about being married and dating and having a kid. What are you going to wait till you're fucking 40? Listen, she's out of her mind, I think. Oh, sorry. 31's perfect to have a child. Hey, Erin, everybody subscribe to Q and DJ's channel and Smiling with Erin D. She does happy stuff. She does Disney. She has a studio, which I think she's going to put up her signs and I can't wait to see it. Smiling with Erin D. A lot of fireworks. What? Craig? Little fireworks. All right, yeah. Send it to my Instagram because I have a bunch of I'm gonna play a bunch of clips and stuff. But yeah, so this whole conversation I thought was so ignorant. I feel like it was very disheartening for him and us. And the fact that like everybody's thinking, oh, she'd be proud of her because she knows what she wants and she's so mature and she knows blah blah blah. I get it. It's mixed messages in my eyes. And she was just really fucking rude to him. And he's like, look, I just want to be loved. He was like, I just want to be loved. That's what he was saying. And I mean, he said it before. I just want to know that you do plan on being with me. And, you know, maybe we don't have to be engaged now, but it just, you know, it kind of verifies that maybe he wasn't blindsided if this is the way she's talking and treating him this whole time. And again, they picked up cameras again. So once they broke up, we're going to see, you know, mid-season trailer actually shows it. But again, they also didn't film for 2 months because of that stalker thing. So maybe we'll find out more about that. But so moving on to Molly, I guess Molly or Sally. It's Molly, Mermaid Molly. I don't remember her from Southern Hospitality, but I wouldn't see Molly or Sally wouldn't be a bad fit for Craig. One of them was sexting him for a while. And I can't remember which one, but I think that one of them might be. I mean, they're both beautiful, blonde, have their own homes. They're both supposed to be boyfriends, but I mean, not serious. But I don't know Andrew, who the fuck Andrew is. I don't know. At this point, their boyfriends are irrelevant to me. Andrew and somebody else, they all fucked in their homie hoppers. Again, homie hoppers. Maybe he's not going to sell them. Anyway, we move into Molly. She's actually getting back into modeling, and she was doing a photo shoot at her house, poolside, with this awesome like mermaid dress. It was actually really pretty. She looked really good. And I was actually like, you know what? I didn't like her at first. I thought she was like a little hoe. And I'm like, oh, you know, she's a new girl. Like, you don't even go here. You know what I mean? Like, we don't like you. But they're actually like not that bad. I'm actually like digging it because if it was Catherine in their place, it would be boring. Catherine is the same old shit all the time. Toxic. And I liked Catherine when she was getting along with Ravenel and they were co-parenting well. But when she's on the show, she's fighting with fucking everybody. Let me shut them. Let me see if I can open it. Send it to if you can, send it to Instagram if you can. That way I can open the link. So she's doing modeling and she's in this like cool dress and she gets in a pool and she's so like self-deprecating. She's like, I'm gonna look like a whale and I'm gonna sink the thing. But I didn't know that she was a Project One runway model. I don't think she was on it, but she was the model for them. I don't know. She's really good at modeling. She gets into the pool. Goes to my house. She gets in the pool and she does like this, like she's laying on a thing with like mermaid dress, but she's in like a nice dress and she's in the pool and they do actually this is cool. They were doing drone footage. They were doing drone pictures. So it was actually really fucking cool that they could take pictures over her. And I'm like, oh, good fucking idea. So it was like a drone camera. And I was like, oh, okay. She looked beautiful. That was cool. Yeah. Yeah. 30s. Think about it. She's 31, right? My parents were 21, so like I know it was different when they were young. That was really like 21 and 20 was the time, but I didn't get married till I was 36. So you know what I mean? So I waited purposely. I loved my 30s, but I didn't have kids. I wasn't having kids. But I think 31's perfect. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but she doesn't want to have it with Craig, and that's just fucked up. Like you wasted his time. I don't know what changed because if he was good enough that you were thinking about marrying him before. I don't think it's the pressure. What the fuck? It's 3.5 years. He's going to ask you if every once in a while what's your thing. You guys should know we on the same page. Like he shouldn't be afraid to have to talk to you about it. You have to say to him, "Oh, I guess my love's not good enough. I guess the amount of love I give you, that's a you problem. Like you go get help. Something's wrong with you if you can't accept my love. If the amount of love I give isn't good enough. Like I don't have any more to give." That's what she's saying. And it's like, goodbye. Like, I would have been like, you know what? Fine. Like, if I'm such a fucking inconvenience for your life, goodbye. I'm sorry that you have to love me. You know, I'm sorry that I'm such a, that I want love from you. I'm sorry you have to love me. Bye. But I don't know. That's him. And I feel bad. He's not spiraling, but then Shep is. So Shep's spiraling over Sienna. He, apparently they were communicating. So we move on. He's talking about Shep, and he's like telling us how they were communicating every day, all of a sudden. So finally he's like, I haven't felt this anxious since I was 25. And, let me just try calling her. So he calls her, he answers the phone. She was really mean to him, wasn't she? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I see you're getting busy on Instagram. I just decided to call you since, you're so busy. You're the busiest 26-year-old I've ever met. And he's like, I have a lot of free time. I'm going to come to the Bahamas with my people. Can you host us? So apparently, I guess she said she was going to host them, which I guess that means like, show you around, we'll hang out, I'll make plans with you. I don't know. She's apparently, her grandmom's the head of the Southern Charm fan club. I don't understand if she found out that everybody was talking about it and she's embarrassed and she's like, fuck you for making me look stupid. Or what the fuck, she don't like Shep. I heard he's like a minute man, but I guess that doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I don't know what it is. Shep's he's a great entrepreneur. He's got money. You don't ever have to worry about ever working, which is fine. Like, that's a good thing. Like, who wants to work for the man? I'm just saying. Like, she would have the life with him. They would live in the Bahamas, but she's not into it. These girls are crazy. I don't get it. What is wrong with our guys? What is wrong with them? Austin's the only one that has a hippopotamus. A pooskopotamus. We still got Pooksy. Pookspotamus. She doesn't want to be on the show. That's the best part about Pookspotamus, Pooksy, Pookspotamus. It's not going to be on the show. But Austin's the only one that has a Pookie. You know what I mean? Like, this one's like fucking whatever. She's like, I'm super busy. This conversation was fucking really awkward. And Shep's like, well, like, you don't call me back? Or she's like, yeah, I guess. He's like, you're so busy. She's like, not really. Oh, okay. I got another one, bitch. Fuck you. Like, all right, that's how you feel? Then fuck off. Like, fucking excuse me for thinking we're in a relationship. Fuck me for asking, That's what it seems like. Seems like, too. Same thing with Paige. It's like, fuck me for wanting to be loved. Fuck me for bringing it the fuck up because everybody in the world is wondering what the fuck's up with our relationship. We're on camera. We have a reality show. Paige, did you not forget? He's going to have to bring shit up on camera. You know what I mean? And she's always dated everybody, and it's always been a fucking thing. Every time we see her date, Perry's the only guy we never met. And I didn't like her and look, Hot Carl, that's a whole different story. I don't want them together. I will fight Carl if he tries to date Paige again. She's not fucking, oh my God, wait. Sidetrack with fucking Summer House. Fucking Lindsay's dude and her broke up. Lindsay and her dude were never fucking really together. She just got knocked the fuck up. She broke up with Carl and got knocked the fuck up and tried to act like she was this fucking this amazing guy, this old guy. Oh, he's so private. He's so great. I'm going to keep everything private. Bitch, they were never even living together. She's out of her fucking mind. And she's like, I just wanted a baby. I got what I wanted. What? You just wanted to be that's what you wanted to get knocked the fuck up by a stranger. Okay. Carl hasn't even kissed anybody yet. And you had a whole ass baby by yourself. Like, I'm not laughing in her face, but I'm kind of laughing in her face. Like, I'm not laughing. You're laughing. Are you laughing? Because I'm not laughing. You guys are laughing. I'm laughing. Listen, I'm going to play the fucking interview. She's in an interview. And the interview is the chick, I think her name was the Bravo investigator chick. Who was it? It was somebody, Bravo. And they're like, trying to get her to, like, I'm basically calling her the fuck out for being a single. I don't know. They're like, well, what happened to your guy? I thought it was your happy ending. Like, basically, like, asking about Carl and shit. Like, so how was it being pregnant all summer with Carl? It was the best summer I've ever had. I don't give a fuck about Carl. I don't even think about him. It's like, you don't think about him? You're with him for 4 fucking years. How do you not think about him? You just spent a whole summer pregnant, like, with another guy next to you. It's just, Lindsay, you fucked up. I don't know. Call it what you want. She just is a fucking weirdo. Like, I don't know, Carl broke up. I know Carl did break up with her, but it's because of the way she acted, and we're not going to be mad at the fucking, we're not mad at Carl for breaking up with her. She fucking deserved it. Okay. And I just had to say that because literally when we watched the fucking, I was looking for fucking clips. I found that. And I was like, oh, and I'm like, why don't we ever see this guy? And then she's always posting like the baby and then a picture of his hand. But it's like, that doesn't mean shit that you're not living together. She's like, I'm not focused on that. Why not? What do you mean you're not focused on being in a relationship? You have a daughter with him. What do you mean you're not thinking about it? You should have thought about it before you fucking got your dick. Like, you know what I mean? They stuck his dick in you and got you pregnant. Oh, you're not thinking about being serious. I don't know how you got pregnant then. Like, why did you get pregnant? I know what happened, but it didn't happen with Carl. I don't know. She's like, I just wanted the baby. Oh, is that really what you wanted to be a single mom? A dude that's like, I don't think he's legal. I actually think he's from somewhere else. I don't know. Apparently, he's so busy and he's so important. He's so private. Like, you're on a reality show, Lens. Come on, dude. Like, your life's not that private, and you're supposed to kind of like let us in on that stuff. Again, whatever it is. The thing is, the bottom line is they're not together. He didn't want to go there. It's obvious. I think he is. I think he's Indian, maybe, or like, because that name's Patel. So he's got money. He's Patel. I don't know. Maybe we'll show a picture of him. But anyway, she's like, I had the best summer ever. Pregnant? What? Where are you going to the shore house? Like, why are you on the show still? Go be with your kid. Go be pregnant. What are you doing? I know. He's so awesome. He started a craft. He's literally partnering up with a craft person, like a craft store or something. I was like, good fucking idea, dude. I'm a crafter. I was like, oh, like maybe he'll crochet. I don't know. Maybe he'll crochet after this breakup. I was like, he's got to start crocheting now. Remember he sewed pillows? I want to learn how to crochet. Maybe Craig will start crocheting, and that'll be like his new thing. I think he should have Craig's Crafts. Oh, Craig's Crafts. Craig's Crochets. Craig's Crafts. Uh-huh. Anyway, so back to CNN Shep. Yeah, basically all these men, I know I feel bad for him, but anyway, Shep, he's basically freaking spiraling. He's like, this is my 90-day, Craig's like, I'm living out my 90-day fiance. We're going to go find Shep's girlfriend. like, do you know how they always do? We're going to go find the person. That's what they do. They go down there to find her. Then we have, okay, so this is the worst. I can't believe they still do this. I can't stand Patricia's men's dinner. What the fuck is this? Rita fucking, I don't know. What is she doing? It's like some fucking get out kind of bullshit. That's what it feels like. Why do you have all these men coming to your house and having dinner? I feel like you're doing some kind of like get out kind of shit. I just feel like that is so, I don't know, 1800s. I don't know, whatever. She sets the annual guys dinner. And it's a Napoleon theme, which is even worse. And the guy, new cast member that we've never met named Ryan, hot as hell, Ryan and Eddie, they're on the show. He's here. So they have Whitney, Ryan, the new guy, Ryan, and all the other ones, and like Craig and Shep and whatever. Yeah. So Whitney comes in and he's basically sits down, he breaks the chair. They're all sitting around the thing, and he's like, Mom, he's talking about how Shep took Patricia out driving. She can't drive. She hasn't driven in 40 years. Because remember, she was holding court, wasn't she? You know what? I have to stick up for her. I mean, I have to agree with her with the whole shit with Craig. She does say that she admits, or she says that Paige was ignorant to him. And I agree. Paige was ignorant to Craig. And she must have seen it behind the scenes because, yeah, I know. I was going to say that home's probably a reminder of her. But you know what? He's so domesticated. It's probably gorgeous anyway. And I feel like he would have decorated it just as, probably even better than her. So I think that he can redecorate it maybe, or like change some things and make it his. You know what I mean? I love that backyard. I'm just like me. I like to entertain, but I don't. I know there's a new person here. Did you see Lacey Silver? I hope you're still here. And I get so excited when I see new people because, I want people to come see me. It's been 4 years, This is your year 4, and I still wake up wanting to do this every day, God's like getting high. My besties are here. Yeah. So I don't know. Whitney's in rare form. He's mad at Patricia for driving. She hit all kinds of fucking things that she shouldn't be driving. I don't know why even fucking Shep took her out driving. Michael was the one that always drove. It's sad that Michael's not there. I don't think we're gonna get another Michael. We're running through butlers like crazy. Like we go through underwear. There's a different guy every week. We're never gonna be able to replace Michael, and she can't drive. So I don't know. Whitney's gonna have to move back here, I guess. I don't know, but she hits curbs. She can't see. She's saying all this weird shit like, "Oh, seeing is overrated." It's like, bitch, don't you dare get in a car. You are dumb. First of all, I don't even want to say it, but I feel like she says some get out type shit. She's just weird. She's an older woman, and I'm not saying she ever acts this way, but she's the creator of the show, and so is he. Supposed to be around Southern gentlemen, but Bravo's like, we gotta have it. Like, we're going to include the women. She didn't want to. Yeah, Gossip Girls channel, please, guys. But Anyway, so he gets really fucking, you know, the conversation turns from her driving whatever to Craig. So she's like, you know, Craig, I always liked you, Craig, and nice suit. She's like, she's being nice to him. And she's like, look, Craig's like, you know, Paige's family is from some place in Italy. They're talking about the food or whatever. And all of a sudden now everybody starts to grill him, right? Patricia grills him. Everybody grills him. And Craig's like, you know, I like where we're at now. This is him talking about him and Paige. Now, this is bullshit because they just had this conversation, which I felt was very ignorant. But anyway, Craig's like, I like where we're at. And Whitney's like, look, what's your timeline? You know what I mean? Like, are you guys gonna get engaged? Craig's like, look, I like where we're at now, and I don't want to push it. We're not working about time. We're not talking about timelines. We're not putting pressure on ourselves. And he's like, I'm just probably gonna propose this year. And they're like, what? And basically, they're like, well, does she even want to? He's like, well, she's spending the summer in LA. And they're like, what? And it's like, okay, Craig's like, you know, I might be moving to New York. And he's saying all kinds of weird shit, like stuff that's just like, stuff basically that it's basically saying that she has said to him that she's just not ready. Then they start talking about the guy Ryan starts asking questions about, like, he's like the only one that's married, and he's like, you know, what if you give her an ultimatum? Like, if you give her our team won, my team won, the Eagles won, Philadelphia Eagles won. Go Eagles. Yes, we won the Super Bowl. We won. Fly, Eagles, fly. The road to victory. Fly. Okay, I can see the whole thing. My school, we were the Eagles, so our alma mater, what's it called? The song was our school song. Anyway, so they're talking about that, right? And Craig's like talking about rings and stuff, and all of them Shep starts talking about fucking Sienna. And Whitney's like, oh, she's not rich enough. Shep's not rich enough for her or famous enough. And he's like, he says she's got no interest in you. And he says, Shep, you know, like, Sienna approached me on Raya. And basically, same thing, he did this last year. Actually his mother did it about Taylor sending naked pictures to him and tells everybody in front of the camera. And Whitney does it in front of the camera. Basically says she approached me first on Raya. They met on Raya. So Shep's like, I don't know. Shep doesn't believe it, which is weird. I'm sorry. Whitney doesn't believe it. I'm sorry. Shep doesn't believe Whitney. And it's weird. It's like, I don't know why. Why would Whitney lie about it? He could probably show him. And look, he's like, I just want to go to the Bahamas and everybody come with me. We're going to find her and blah, 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 and find out what's going on. So basically, they're on a fucking stalking trip to the Bahamas. Cast trip is fun, though. I'm glad they're all going. It's weird that Paige isn't going. I don't know. I just don't think that traveling and going, I know there are different shows. They're not filming at the same time. And they have no problem being on Summer House together. You know what I mean? Why not have her on the show? So the whole time, so they show a season. I'm going to show the mid-season trailer. It's really good. And they show them down there, and they showed basically the breakup. Because like I said, they took 2 months off. Yes, they did. It was 40-22. Pretty good game. Yeah, I mean, they all did good. Actually, you know, the Chiefs did really fucking good. It was just a really good fucking game. And the halftime show was really good. It wasn't triggering. It wasn't as bad as the Grammys, I'll tell you that. But the mid-season trailer is really fucking good. And I really do. I'm gonna say I heard, and Aaron doesn't believe me, that the second half of the season is amazing. They said, and it's probably because they picked up the cameras. They show a lot more. So, and we're going to see why they broke up and I don't know if it's because, you know, she's just a bitch. She's just a bitch to him. It was so fucking mean. So fucking mean. You can't stop thinking of how mean it was. Like, ugh. Let me see if I can open up these things. I can't stand that sound. I don't know if you guys hear it, but it's driving me nuts. My alarm thing. Instagram. Yeah. Did you notice, Mimir and, what's her name? Q, that person didn't show up today? Like, do you know you fucked up? Like, do you know you're fucked up? You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. But whatever, we're just not gonna say anything. But all right, let me get to this. I said it's in my notes. Can I open it? Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Notes. Edit format. It's cold as ice. We're willing to sacrifice our love. All right, so there's all these freaking clips I have. Okay, here's the mid-season trailer. Oh my god, I hope it opens up for you guys. Oh yeah. Hold on. All right. Nice chair. It's chair. It's really good. They're gonna give you a. You know what I've noticed? All right, I can speed it. I can do this. Speed up the thing so I don't get in trouble. Just a tiny bit. So this is the mid-season trailer for Southern Charm. Guys, I'm fucking obsessed, okay? It looks really fucking good. I'm so glad that they picked up cameras because they needed to. Because it was boring in the fucking beginning. And then you got to see how fucked up she was to him. You know what I mean? And I don't like to say that shit because I think she's a nice person. I think she's a good fucking good girl. Craig, I'm Team Craig all the time. I love Craig. And fly, eagles fly, on the road to victory. Fly, eagles fly. Countdown 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high. Watch the eagles fly. Fight. Okay. All right, Chris, stop being a fucking dork. I'm a dork. Okay. I have more. Now that I know that I can open up my notes and get my things out of there. So this is the Watch What Happens Live. So this is actually Amanda and what's the name sticking up for her, and I found it fucking fucked up. It's like I know that they're a fucking team Paige all the time, but like he doesn't have to fucking shut shit down. You know what I mean? Let me open this. Open. Okay.
Her dating life has really taken center stage in the last few weeks. Is there anything you want to say to those Instagram detectives and conspiracy theorists?
Leave the girl alone. Like, let her just live. She has shared so much of her life.
No, she has
everything on
the fuck she has
the show.
Anything you want to say to
when the fuck she shared her life? We know she's with Craig. That's it.
Those Instagram detectives and conspiracy theorists.
Leave the girl alone. Like, let her just live. She has shared so much of her life. She shares everything on the show, on her podcast. Like, let her just exist for 5 minutes. Just leave her alone.
Yes.
You know, she's just a girl at the end of the day. I couldn't imagine being like stalked like that and having people constantly just making things up or making assumptions or following me.
Well,
like,
the worst part of the cheating rumors, you know, someone's
What
going
about
to
it?
bed.
That's not the person pages. So.
You know, kind of on the same topic, Kyle, there's been a lot of back and forth with you and Craig, and I think we'll see it this season. Where do you stand with him today, and have you reached out to him since their breakup?
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, I mean, look, there was, some hurt feelings, I think, on both sides, going into the summer. I think there was things that we kind of needed to address.
Summer now.
I think we made the most of it. We had a conversation. People will see that play out.
We are literally, they filled a hole.
Ultimately, it was about friendship. Quite frankly, really had very little to do about business. And I think we were not really on the same page, but it is what it is. When I heard the news, like I said, I was shocked.
How are they shocked?
I reached out to Paige. I reached out to Craig. Just letting them know, hey, sorry to hear it. I was rooting for you guys. Haven't heard back, but like I'm not on the top of his list, so that's fine.
Why? Like I don't how. Like all right, what's she say now? Here's Paige's interview. I don't know if this is recently or what, but let me see what she has to say.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Queen Paige DeSorbo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I literally picked this outfit out last night because I was like, what's like very chicks in the office where it's like, we're cool, we're cash, but like, we're stunning.
Love it.
That's the vibe I feel. When I come here.
Oh, thank you. I'm obsessed with this outfit.
Gosh, I wish I felt that vibe when I came.
It's really just you two. I don't know about anyone else that works here, but like,
even just for me, I struggle getting dressed in the morning.
Well, you look adorable.
No, you guys always look so cute. And you guys are like in your white era.
Yeah.
It's too fast. Hold on. I want to see if she's. I don't know if I didn't check this one yet, but let me see. Try to, like fast forward a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah. Like you guys can wear white for the whole year.
I've been wanting to text you, and I'm so happy you texted us.
I love that.
And then, but
so
every
much.
time we are like texting in a group chat, and because the same situation, I'm like, oh my God, Craig just said this, and Marty will be like, because him and Craig
and situation because he loves
and he ended up texting us, and I was like, yes, Craig, I've been wanting to text you, and I'm so happy you texted us.
I love that.
And then, but every time we are like texting in a group chat, and
what is this? Oh, this is a month ago. Never mind. Never mind. That's old. I don't want to see that. That's old. All right, let me see. I have other clips from here. Oh, I watched What Happens Live. Yeah, Craig was on there last night. This is fucked up because he's pissed. Oh, I was watching Live. Where is it? Shut up. Okay. Oh. That's all I have. I may get somewhere else. Close that. Oh my god, guys! Are you guys still there? Oh, you guys are still there, right? You guys still see me? Oh, I thought I went somewhere. I have to go. No, are you leaving? Yes. Okay. She's a bit. I saw. Okay, I want to get that interview. Okay, because I did see. I wanted to talk about Lindsay. I told you earlier what the thing with her boyfriend. Yeah. Hockey team. Yeah. All right. Let me get to my Instagram. I love these glasses. I can see. Hi, Instagram people. If you guys go to the live chat and click YouTube, I can see you guys and talk to you. I can only see you there. I can't see what you guys are, if you guys are commenting. Here we fucking go. Meeting morning. All right. You sent to my Instagram. Shut up. I hate that thing. I don't feel like nothing. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it's in here. Got it. I got it. Oh no. Oh my god, why can't I open it? Tara, it's not. I saw it, but then I can't open it. Was it you that said you sent it to me? Oh, it's right there. I can't, for some reason, that's the link right there. Maybe I can do it here. No, I can't copy and paste it. I went into Instagram and it's not. I thought I saw it, but then, if you get a chance, send it. Why can't I open it on Instagram? I thought I saw it, and then it disappeared. Messages on Instagram, try to send it there if you can. I can't get to any other ones but yours, but it's not there. All right, let me get the other ones in. I saw other interviews with her. Not with her, but I mean, I'm sorry, Watch What Happens Live. Kristen, shut up. What are you talking about? I'm getting sidetracked. I had Watch What Happens Live ones pull up, but I'm gonna get other ones for you. Read it. Because literally he's pissed, Craig. This was Thursday night. Thursday's Watch What Happens Live. This is where he said it's not a mutual decision, which I agree. It wasn't. I do think he was blindsided. But then again, how was he blindsided with all the way she was treating him? What's that mean? So you didn't send it, or just try to send it to Instagram so I can get it from there. Okay. It was Maddie when Maddie Reese was there. She says well, I'll tell you about her and TJ James Kennedy after, but they don't talk anymore.
But instead sent the dogs.
But why should he defend her if he doesn't believe it?
After her.
Like, we don't really see the relationship. Now that I think about it, like, I don't know, man. He doesn't look good. He's really fucking hurt. I don't fucking blame him. Like, it's like, listen, they were together for a long time. We don't date at our age to not get married. So he was not only been with her for 3.5 years, he was planning his future with her. And I don't know if he was just missing the signs purposely, but the way she was talking to him, maybe that was the only time that she ever said ignorant shit to him is what we just saw. What I just showed you in the show, or when I told you about the bee thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. She's being a bitch now. It is what it is, but it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Because he didn't do anything wrong, like you said. She just wanted different people. I just played that part, right? Let's see what else. I mean, I love Craig. I'm glad he's single, though. I mean, I'm not single, but I'm just saying. 2 weeks ago. I can't stand Hannah. Oh, God. I'm going to play it, guys. I can't stand her, but I'll play it because it looks interesting.
This is awesome. Kind of pregnant. We're all Amy Schumer fans here, especially you, I imagine. It's a female comic.
I'm freaking out. She's like my North Star. And like the talent.
I don't know how. I know she married a comic. I do not think she's fucking funny, but whatever, man.
Between Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, Ursula Carlson, I'm so excited to see everyone. And like having a moment for the movie coming out on Netflix.
Like the SNL 50th came early with all the comics here tonight, right?
I know. Being here with them and being inspired and seeing them is like, for me, such a pleasure.
The trailer's hilarious. How excited are you to see it?
I also think for like a millennial woman, especially someone who's married, like the concept of being pregnant is always talked about. So to see Amy Schumer's like genius take on all the funniness of it is just very relevant to, I think, a lot of the millennial girls who were raised by her.
She definitely highlights the realities of what it's like to be pregnant, good and bad. Are you feeling like turned off or turned off?
I literally in all my shows have just been asking the crowd, like, should I have a baby?
Mhm.
Which maybe you shouldn't do, but it's been really entertaining. But this movie, I'm definitely going to be taking notes of the pros and cons. But seeing successful female comics like Ali Wong, Whitney Cummings, Amy Schumer, having a child and just killing it with their career is important to someone like me who's, up and coming.
I wouldn't even call you up and coming. Are you kidding, Giggly Squad? That podcast, your tour, you just said you're writing a book. How amazing is it to be on this journey? Where do you see Giggly Squad going?
Giggly Squad, I really feel like we don't take ourselves seriously, which is important. And I'm just lucky to be working with my best friend. And it becomes like, just as long as we're having fun, I feel like we'll keep creating. And that's like our number one rule is, are we still having fun? Occasionally we take a beta blocker when we're performing to make sure we're having fun on stage. But it's just been like kind of a fantasy to work with my friend.
You mentioned working with your best friend Paige, who has been very open about her breakup. She shared it for the first time on the podcast. How is she doing?
She's doing amazing. I do think with Giggly Squad, it's a comedy pod.
No.
And also, like, the girls go through everything with us. So we were like, we don't want to be sad, but actually just like like, tell the reality of like things that happen in our lives. So I think having all the Gigglers, like,
we don't know what happened though. Nobody's telling us what happened between them. All right, next. No, that was another guy. That was, I forget his name on Summer House, was hooked up with Ashley Darby, but not Craig. Craig never hooked up with Ashley. Entertain that idea. What idea? What I miss? No. Craig is okay. Not dragging Paige. I know it makes me mad because I don't know. He's really confused. You know what I mean? He doesn't know what happened. Oh my God. Danny, Gossip Girl. Did you hear about Lindsay's boyfriend or Lindsay's dude, baby daddy? They're not even fucking together. They were never fucking together. He never wanted to fucking be with her. She's been doing some interviews acting like, oh, I had a great summer. Fucking, she's such a bitch. There's something that I guess Terry sent me about it, but it's crazy. It blows my internet. I guess we're talking about maybe like Ashley Darby and that chick. Like I couldn't even believe. Oh my God, what are you guys talking about? What did I miss? I don't get an idea at first. I saw the light. What idea? It's all good to be asking me about a team. I don't know. What doing what? What I miss? Craig's responsibility. It's not, you're right, it's not his responsibility at all. It's not his responsibility to fucking stick up for her. Like, maybe he does think that you actually cheated. You know what I mean? He said she just wants other people. But what'd you guys say on my Instagram? It's weird how it disappeared. I thought I saw it, I agree with that too. You think he's crappy? Well, you know what? Because they agreed not to talk about it. So I don't know. Like, I believe him when he says that he didn't see it coming, that he thought that she was kidding. You're not kidding. He didn't take her serious because he said, I stayed the apartment that whole week. I wish I knew what you're talking about. What the hell? Are you talking about being pregnant? Oh my God, please tell me. Maybe I don't have all the comments on because I'm missing a couple. I'm trying to figure out what you guys are talking about. I never entertained the idea of being pregnant. Not all, if that's what you're talking about. There was no Craig. There was no Craig that ever dated Ashley Darby on Summer House. His name was, what the fuck's his name? What's his name? Fuck. He was on there forever. The hot guy, blonde hot guy. Yeah, she only dated the guy from Summer House for like a summer or two. She said they were in love, but then I don't know what happened to him. Actually, Michael Darby happened to him. Oh, I can't believe he's not on Summer House anymore. I forgot. I didn't realize that. Yeah, he's not on Summer House anymore. And did you hear that what's the name? Andrea got married? The really hot Italian guy. Summer House is going to be good this season. Somebody already got to see the first episode. No, but there was a guy on Summer House that dated her. Her name, yeah, he's hot though. But Hunter, why did I pull her up? Was I pulling up other stuff? Pat and Paige, get back with her. No, we already saw that. Let me see if your thing came through, Terry. It's weird. This fucking thing, it's weird. Like I try to open things. Terry, I swear to you, I didn't get it. Like, did you try it? Only if you try to send it again, it's literally not there. Like, it literally didn't show up again. That's so fucking weird because literally Larger can send me stuff on Instagram and I get it. Try it one more time so I can open that. I really want to open that. But I can't get the link this way. Did Paige ever love Craig? I don't think she did. Who was talking about that? Oh, Did I hear? Okay, I don't know. Somebody said that David Johnson is a lawyer. I didn't know. I think he's a lawyer.
There you go. I have a weird feeling. I don't know. I mean, Karen, I love Karen on the show, but I feel to me, I said in their 50s and 60s, but Bravo doesn't seem to, she just seems like the older woman in the crowd. It's not age shaming because I prefer it. I wish everyone were in their 50s and 60s on Housewives. That's how it started. It gave a voice to a certain demographic that wasn't represented on TV.
I had this interview that Lindsay did. Her dude and her broke up. I heard that just yesterday, but she did the interview. She's talking about how like she just wanted to be I think she loved him as much as she could. I agree. Yeah, but tell me what you guys were talking about first earlier. What did I miss earlier when you said you entertained the idea or something? And you said, what the hell? Hey, reality connoisseur. Mimi. Yeah, he has heartbroken. What I missed? Lindsay. So yes. Oh yeah, Lindsay. Yeah, dude, they were never together. He never wanted to be with her. That's why he's in no pictures. I'll get it for you. It's gonna be probably in my history. But look at David. Danny. Doesn't David look horrible? What's he doing? Is he just not taking care of himself? Working too hard? David, what's wrong? Dude, you look bad. I love his opinions though. I wish I could do a show with him, but he doesn't. I'm not cool enough.
I like it, but doesn't seem to be the generate that where Bravo's going. And so she just doesn't seem to like get the same references. Like when
Karen.
You mean to tell me she checked into rehab, got out of rehab, she got her sentencing?
Oh, here we're talking about Karen. We'll get to that later.
Ashley Darby. Let's
talk about Craig.
That Wendy's talking about, but it's just like now we have another story. I mean, granted, Wendy's more in 6 months at all is speaking for me. So I think it's and Craig unfollowed Paige. So it's getting
messy.
I don't know why they do that. I'm like, we're dying to.
Okay.
Paige just clapped back saying,
"Let's start."
Austin to cut through all this bullshit. Not in so many. Was she mean to Craig? And Austin said, well, she was certainly dominant in the one dominant one in the relationship. And he's like, that's a nice way. Basically, Patricia and Austin to cut through all this bullshit. Not in so many words, called Paige mean, said she was dominant. And Craig's like, well, everyone knows she's dating like Joe DeMello seriously, like this quickly. That's been substantiated, right?
She was at the Eagles game with him.
And he said Craig knows it, and he did not want to accept this, but he does now. And Paige just clapped back saying, I love how the guy I haven't spoken to in 6 months at all is speaking for me.
Wow.
So I think it's, and Craig unfollowed Paige. So it's getting.
I don't know why they do that. I'm like, we're dying.
Look at these two messes, and they don't want me to be. And he doesn't let me be on the show. He won't co-host me. He's a mess.
To see that stuff.
He looks fucking 19. I don't know what's wrong. He looks sick. David, you look awful.
Just keep following each other. And who's Joe DeMillo? Let me look that up. Who's that?
Yeah, Joe DeMillo, who is he some sports guy. Everyone seems to know him. And Austin also said that Paige was basically was a factor in my problems with Craig. And now we are rebuilding. It's been a rough time.
I can't wait to show Lindsay.
So I don't know. I feel. Look, I don't know if Paige used Craig, but I feel that. Look, like if you're dating someone and it's not going to last,
right, that's what I said,
but it feels good and it's like there is that like, why should I end this? I'm having fun.
But is she though? It's a lot
and sometimes you get caught up in stuff. And I'm friends with Hannah Berner, and I interviewed her a long time ago. And now she's like, everywhere, a comedian, whatever. And she does that Giggly Squad with Paige. And what I've seen of Paige and interacted with her, it's always been pleasant. I like her. I think she's very dominant. She's very Italian,
presents her on TV. I like it, but
she was never going to move to Charleston. Her family's up here. That's what I said it too. He was going to have to move to New York, and that's not what he wants to do. He's a Charleston person. I agree. That's my opinion. I don't think that Paige wanted to move. She definitely wasn't going to move to Charleston. That's my opinion. The problem.
Some timeline overlap. I really don't think she cheated on Craig, but Austin and Miss Patricia were just on Watch What Happens last week, and they weighed in and basically Somebody or Andy asked, I think a caller said, like, do you think, was Paige mean to you? Was she mean to Craig? And Austin said, well, she was certainly dominant in the one dominant one in the relationship. And he's like, that's a nice way. Basically, Patricia and Austin, to cut through all this bullshit, not in so many words, called Paige mean, said she was dominant. And yeah, Craig's like, well, everyone knows she's dating like Joe DeMello, seriously, like this quickly. That's been substantiated, right? And he said Craig knows it, and he did not want to accept this, but he does now. And Paige just clapped back saying, I love how the guy I haven't spoken to in 6 months at all is speaking for me.
He's not speaking for you.
So I think it's, and Craig unfollowed Paige. So it's getting.
I don't know why they do that. I'm like, we're dying.
He's not speaking for her. I'll get it. He's not speaking for her. Okay. He's speaking for himself, and he's telling how he feels and his perception of the relationship. You know what I mean? And that's his perception because it's his reality. Craig is blindsided, and I do believe he thinks that she cheated. So she can stop with that. Oh, I haven't talked to him in 6 months. What's he know about my life? Whatever, bitch. Why are you so mean? Again, you know what I mean? You don't want to share everything. Why are you so mean to him? Like, all right, let me find you the Lindsay stuff. Oh my God. Yeah. So they've never literally been together, right? This is what it sounds like. So like a source from this interview people, they said this after, I don't know if they said it before or after she was up there having like the interview or whatever, but let me get it for you. It's fucking wild. I was like, so you guys have never been there. And I don't think I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's, I don't know what his deal is. History. All right. Let's see. Like, and then there's like Ryan Bailey and that chick Dana. I don't know. I told you, like, the Envabro investigator girl. I don't know anything about her, but she's the one that heard that something, and she was talking about her and Ryan Bailey had a really good conversation about Paige and Craig, and I agree with them. All right, there's Craig. Oh, here's Lindsay. This is crazy. She looks really good, but I mean, I don't know. She got knocked the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, she literally leaves. Carl breaks up with her, and then she tries to, like, oh, I'm in a great relationship, but she gets knocked the fuck up by some guy that doesn't want to be with her. You know what I mean? So, like, really, like, all right, where is it? I just had it. Swordfish. After that, was it? Hannah gets my nerves, dude. I can't stand Hannah Burner. Where are you at, Lindsay? I just saw you. Craig. Here it is. Come on. Shut up. Lindsay, I just had it. Andy, Craig, Benita, Lindsay. Oh, it's Housewives recap show. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, like, little, like, thing. All right, so let me stop it. Shut up. Get out of the way. All right, share. This is an interview Lindsay just did. No, they just filmed. They got done filming Summer House. Okay, now this is after they filmed the summer of her being pregnant. After they break up, her and Carl break up, and we still don't know who the dude is that she had to be with. She acts like really weird in this fucking interview. Let me fast forward a little bit so I don't get in trouble. And that I'm gonna get that thing that's in the background beeping.
I'm not thinking about engagement and marriage still right now. If it happens for me, amazing. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be. But I got my fairy tale.
That's my opinion.
Can we just take a moment? 1 year ago, it was February of 2024. I came to the studio. We had a conversation. After we filmed in studio, we went into the green room and we were just like shit talking guys and talking about all this stuff, talking about my ex, a couple of your exes. Here we are 1 year later. I have a baby. You're engaged and in love. Like, what is going on?
I love it though. Like, we got engaged.
I like right here. The third really yeah.
Wow.
I'm on the fast plan. I think when you know, you know.
Right?
When you, and it's clear that you also know, Lindsay. Like, it was like, goodbye, Carl.
Who knows? Like, here's the thing. I took on a completely different mindset.
Why?
In the romantic department.
Why, Lindsay? Why? Because he doesn't want to be with you? So you changed there. Now you don't know anymore?
After my breakup with Carl, right? And I think even though I got pregnant and then now have a baby, I have this mindset that, like, I'm not putting the pressure on the romantic department.
Why?
And because I have a baby now. Like that was my ultimate goal.
To have a baby by yourself, to get knocked up by a guy that doesn't want to be with you. That was your goal? Great goal.
And now I can take my time to make sure that, you know, my romantic relationship is compatible and, you know, is going to go the distance. I think that what I learned from my relationship with Carl is that nothing's guaranteed, and especially with men. And even in marriage, it's not guaranteed. So I just, you know, I've said this all throughout my current relationship and all throughout the last year. Like, I'm not thinking about engagement and marriage still right now. Like,
you have a baby. Why wouldn't you be thinking about that? Normal people at your age, you've been saying you want, like, you have a baby. Why aren't you focusing on that? I'm so confused. Is it because she doesn't want to be with you, Linz? Is that why? I was just saying. Meanie. She's fucking mean, girl. Sorry.
I am just like, just living in the present as it comes. And if it happens for me, amazing. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be. But I got my fairy tale.
What would happen? You got your fairy tale?
Gemma. Yeah, Gemma.
You were meant to be her mama.
Look at these ladies.
You guys, I know last time we talked, you and your partner weren't living together. You guys were still going really slow in that front. Like, is that still the case?
Yeah, I'm, you know, I had just the sequence of events is crazy. I had just signed my lease. I had just re-signed my lease in like March last year and found out in April that
you got knocked up in April. So why didn't he move in with you, Lindsay? That doesn't make any sense. What does the lease have to do with it? He can't live with you?
Pregnant. And in my mind, like I said, like, okay, look, I don't know where this relationship is going to go, but I'm going to have a baby. So my lease currently isn't up until June. And
why isn't he living with you anyway? The fuck?
You know, I am trying to.
I thought it was March. Now it's June.
Figure out, like, now in my mind, like, where's the best school district?
Okay. Are you going to fucking get married or what?
It's in New York. You know, who of my friends have.
Do we know what he looks like? Anybody?
Babies where I can, you know, have mom friends, and where is
why the fuck did you spend the summer down the shore pregnant? That is so weird. She said she had so much fun, the best summer she ever had pregnant. Okay.
Am I gonna thrive? Well, like, where are we gonna thrive? So
you know what? I actually might believe it because she was probably fucking sober. We've never seen sober Lindsay. Actually, that might be true. She might have had a good summer.
Just now starting to think about like where that move is going to take us. But yeah, my lease isn't up until June, and I'm still just trying to survive newborn life.
You guys are learning how to co-parent, which is not normally what happens at the beginning of a relationship.
Co-parent means they're not together.
But I think it's really good. You're getting strong.
Yeah. No, I mean, Turner was incredible. Like, the last month of my pregnancy, we didn't really know, you know, is she going to come early? Is she going to come on time? Is she going to come late? Yeah. And then when she came, and then he had paternity leave. So he was pretty much, you know, with me nonstop throughout that entire process, which was so incredible. But now he's back at work. So it's me and Gemma girl just grinding it out day and night over here.
I love it so much. And I promise we'll talk about Summer House, but I do want to know, like, what has been your favorite part about motherhood so far?
Yeah, being single.
I mean, just being able to experience her milestone.
Completely, her whole company shut down. She doesn't have her fucking market thing anymore.
She changes so much every day and week to week, and she even looks different every week. And you're like, whoa, how did that happen? But she just started smiling and, you know, like getting excited. Her eyesight is, you know, getting better, because I don't know if people realize, but like newborns can't really see that well. And it's not until 6 months that it's like almost like a film is over their eyes and everything is blurry. You know, so
not a mom,
she just hitting these miles.
We're going to air this before the episode drops, but I just like, it's so good.
Which one?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Well, yeah, we're just having fun. We're having fun. And it's very difficult. And
Wait, what?
They don't usually start rolling over until like
I forgot.
3 to 4 months. So she's just, it's so fun to like watch her grow. And I know it sounds so weird, but I'm already like, oh no, she's growing up so fast. And it makes me sad. But yeah, we're just having fun. We're having fun. And it's very difficult and hard at a lot of points, but I'm just embracing all of it because it's an incredible experience that I've always wanted.
I'm probably really fucking embarrassed talking about this.
To experience my whole life.
So happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And you got to keep your job, which was great.
Which one? You got to keep your job. Which one? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God, got to keep your job. Like, you probably won't have your job again. It's weird. It's weird to say.
This season of
fucked up, but it's funny though.
The show, we watched the first episode already. It is so good.
It's so good.
Okay, I haven't seen the first episode just because new mom, and I put something on TV and I'm like, I can't even.
So you don't have time to watch your episodes. All right. Okay, whatever, Sheena.
Focus on it. So you tell me what happens in the first episode.
So she has no idea what happens in the first episode.
So because I have no idea.
Because we're gonna air this before the episode drops, but I just like it's so good. And seeing you in this different role is so fun. But I want to know going in, did you have hesitations? Because you're like, I'm rolling up to a shared house with all these people pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. Pregnant. Exactly.
No, I mean maybe I'm a psycho, but no, I had no hesitations at all. I was like, I'm pregnant. Let's go. This is my last summer without,
Please tell me what you guys think about this because I feel like the girls are being. I would be the same way because I feel like who the fuck, like, what are you? I don't know. I guess it's being mean, but I like it.
Before actually having somebody that I have to, take care of.
But we're talking about summer house, not your baby, Linz.
I felt like it was almost like my last summer of
full
freedom.
You'll be fired after this.
Even though obviously not full freedom, but before having a baby in tow. So there was no hesitation. I was like, bring it on. Let's do this. It's going to look different. It's going to feel different, but it's going to be fun. And I think, this was probably one of my most fun summers.
Crazy. How was it fun summer?
And like the fact that I can say that while I was pregnant is kind of incredible. If you think about it, like last season, that summer, it was just like a lot of turmoil between me and Carl and me trying to understand like what was going on with our relationship and then ultimately the downfall of it. The summer before that was, Danielle and like the weird tension with her and always feeling like.
It's always you, Lindsay. And actually, you are the common denominator every fucking summer. I'm sorry. I'm not a Lindsay fan. I never have been. And yeah. And Carl's my favorite. So the way she treated him pisses me off. The way she treated somebody pisses me off. The way she went and got knocked up pisses me off. He hasn't even kissed anybody yet. She's gonna hold his baby in a relationship. I thought she had a fiance. She told everybody they were engaged.
I'm not thinking about engagement and marriage still right now.
Why not?
Just or whatever.
Is it me or she's stumbling over her words? Because I think she's stumbling over her words. Oh, what just happened? Oh fuck, what just happened? She's stumbling over her words because she feels embarrassed, I think. And I'm not trying to be a mean girl. I guess I'm sounding like I sound mean, but I just, you know what? She's mean when she talks about Carl. So. And then you got knocked up. Calling him Cocaine Carl. Fucked up, man. You were the downfall of it. Oh, this is weird. Carl's the guy in a poker. Praying for him is good. It's literally, that's not exactly what he means, Lindsay, but whatever. It's funny that she says it, though. It's because you're psycho. Smoking mirrors. Are you trying to say that he's lying about his life? Smoking mirrors. Do you hear her? Is she trying to say Carl's lying about his life now or something? That's what you do. Jesus, it's a joke. It's get over it. Your life is fucking falling apart. He's praying for you, Lindsay. His life's fine. Really? Because you're embarrassed. You're fucking pregnant. Trying to fucking have a share house with a bunch of single fucking people doing cocaine. I mean, not cocaine Lindsay. I'm just kidding. So now she's talking about how she got blindsided. She's still talking about this. Get over it. You're knocked up by a totally other person. You got to be. Yeah. No, you don't. You do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So he's the only one ever treated you right, dude. Yes, you were. No, you were. They don't even talk. Who? Well, who's all right? She's still like we're like trying to get her. Look, why are you asking? She's like Carl who? I don't fucking think about him at all. Like Carl who? Oh, I don't think about him. I have a whole baby. Okay. Wow. We're like trying to like get things out of her. They keep answering that call. You're a liar. They're like, she's like, ask me something that does not have to do with Carl. Isn't this great?
We all know how that breakup went.
Oh shit.
Disrespect.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Be honest with you, I'm not really surprised by a lot these days. Especially with our cast, we have a way of just, hitting everyone with shocking news left and right. But
not really. What are you talking about, asshole? What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't really say I was that surprised when I saw the news, but I feel for her and I feel for them. It's a
everybody keeps saying the same thing.
Public breakup, and it's never easy.
And you've been through that, so you know how it is.
Yeah, did you get
Paige is a very savvy girl. I don't think she doesn't need advice from me. And probably shouldn't take it because
you got knocked up. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, what advice can you give Paige? Bitch, you got knocked the fuck up. What advice would she give this? You know what I mean? She went and there's no advice that she could give Paige that would work because Paige was totally different shit than Lindsay. Lindsay's goal was to grab somebody, have a kid with him, she got, you know what I mean? That is not what Paige wants. So there's no fucking advice that she could give Paige. These women are asking these questions that are like so like even I'm like, what? I don't know if they're fucking with her or what. Sorry. Play.
Think about it, like last season, that's about it, honestly, because like I've never seen this guy pray a day in his life. Yeah. It's hard to avoid the guy, but a lot of things, right? Like she's been pretty honest with him about not
between one of the new girls, Sierra and Jessie. So what?
Oh,
what happened? She's acting surprised.
I'm surprised by this, and it's because Paige has always communicated with him. It's on him if he wants to believe it or not. And I think ultimately, I don't know. They've been having these conversations for years. It's not exactly like this is like big shocking news to anyone.
Yeah, it's so true. Well, you have new cast members, and it looks like there's a little bit of a love triangle that forms this season between one of the new girls, Sierra, and Jessie. So
Sierra,
the new girls.
What?
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, again, I haven't seen episode 1. Okay, we have a love triangle. Okay, love triangle.
She's actually Sierra gets hooked up with Jessie, and then a new girl hooks up with Jessie. Oh my god, I didn't know this. But Lindsay's like, was she like not there? Like, was she not on the show?
And Sierra might be like a little of a thing, and then what's her name, Lexi, and then Jesse. Like Jesse's just kind of being a player. I don't know.
What happened?
I think like, okay, all the guys on our show are players. Like there's just like what happens, right? And I mean, Kyle's married, so we're gonna leave him out of this conversation. But yeah, Jesse's always been a flirt, and he was
gives us nothing
single last season, where it was kind of like no one really saw, but like he was like always. I mean, I would say Jesse was a player last season. This season, I think he's a flirt.
Okay.
The better side to West, because like last season that was thumbs down, double.
Well,
thumbs.
it was like great. Everybody loved him, and then
we loved him at the start, and then it was just like
we fucked. I know. Me too.
Yeah.
I don't
West,
like West anymore.
I
don't like West anymore. But we'll see what happens this season.
Really like get a gauge of him this season. He all summer long was just like highly terrified of Sierra, and basically just like didn't do much.
Wow.
Honestly, rightfully so. Like
what the fuck?
Sierra.
Wow.
I know, but at the same time, we're on a reality show, and you got to fucking do your job and perform, and like not even perform, just like talk about anything. And I didn't, it felt like pulling teeth with West a lot of the times. I will say though, I really got a lot closer with both Jesse and West this summer or last summer, this season. I really, despite everything else, and the same thing with the girls. Like I got really close with the girls. I got really close a lot closer with the guys, more so than I had in the last couple of years. And I think that's because I just was by myself. And I think, in really paying attention to, the now 9 seasons of Lindsay on Summer House, I operate better individually. Like I've been in relationships,
sober,
out of relationships, single Lindsay, engaged Lindsay,
exactly,
wedding Lindsay, pregnant Lindsay. Like I think, just watching the patterns of who I am in this environment, I just operate better as an individual. And like even this season, I'm in a relationship, but I am thriving as like Lindsay.
You are?
So I think given that, I was able to just form relationships and friendships on an individual level with everyone, like I have not been able to do before. And it was really fun. And I just had fun with it,
Sure. Whatever.
Okay, the $1 million question.
Well, I want to know more, but I know you're
makes you sleep
I
at
know
night.
what your $1 million question is, but before your $1 million question, Turner, I know he's very like
Turner.
Private. Are we going to learn a little bit more about him on Summer House this season, or did you really keep your lips tight?
No, I mean,
good question.
I've always just been like a very open book, even since before reality TV. Like I just, I'm a sharer, I'm a storyteller. I like to, communicate whatever. Yeah, of course I talk about my relationship, and everything that goes on in my summertime. But there wasn't like much. Like he was very incredible over summer. We're in a good place, so it's like not like this big drama filled event to talk about. So yeah, of course I talk about him.
Well, he's so cute.
He is cute. Cute.
What?
Yeah, he's a very handsome man.
Where?
She has really.
I want to see him.
Beautiful parents
and a beautiful child.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, $1 million question. So now you have your beautiful baby. You're a mom. Is it time to kind of retire the share house and move into perhaps Roni? They are casting. They've announced it.
They're looking online. You would be the perfect fit.
Are they?
I mean, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A lot of people have been bringing this up to me recently.
Ooh,
I think also because like Roni just ended, and we just saw the second part of the reunion. But
that's a good fucking idea.
I think it's not up to me. It's just not up to me. It's up to the powers that be, and I think they need to figure it out. And it's very flattering and amazing that people obviously see something in me that is made for reality TV and want to continue allowing me the opportunity to entertain them on whatever platform. So I just need all the powers that be to figure out what platform that is so that I can, move in one direction or another.
That's a fucking.
It would make perfect sense.
Roni needs the hub house.
We need the hub house.
Because you started on
Girls.
Hub house.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. She just said she's good friends with Erin. This could work. This might work. This might work. I could do this. I could do with. Oh my god. Totally. Don't you guys think? Her on Roni? I like that idea. I like that idea. Who came up with it?
And
so
I met the other girls, you know, in passing, whether it was BravoCon or different events throughout the years. So I
All right,
Yeah,
we're here for this.
we're here for this.
Honestly, my dream cast would be you, Ering. Bring back some OGs, like maybe. I don't know.
I know where this is.
Exactly. James Turner. We gotta find it. We gotta Google him.
Telling everyone I was pregnant. Then there was like the whole thing that she told everyone I had a miscarriage. Then she was talking.
Oh shit.
All right,
Yeah,
we're here for this.
we're here for this.
Honestly, my dream cast would be you, Aaron.
Wait, there's
bring back some OGs, like maybe.
What just happened? Somebody said you had a miscarriage. Who? What?
I know where this is.
Yeah, exactly. So bring that.
Yeah, bring it back.
No, I don't think. I think we're done with. I love my OG ladies, but not for Roni anymore.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because aren't you and Dorinda? Did you guys ever squash that beef? Or
no, I had never heard from her. I don't know why she was talking about me so much. It was very disheartening and sad. Like, why were you so concerned with me at like a time that like what you know? And it was strange. Like, it's not like I like talked to Dorinda. I don't know how she knew I was pregnant. I don't know why she was telling everyone I was pregnant. Then there was like the whole thing that she told everyone I had a miscarriage. Then she was like trying to get me kicked off of Traders. Like, I was like, what are you doing? Like, why am I in your mouth to begin with? Like, just stop talking about me and let me live. I'm trying to figure shit out over here.
A drunk.
You know?
Realize that to that extent.
It was at Margaret Joseph's summer like party, right?
Yeah, apparently. Like, I heard from multiple people that she was really drunk and talking about me and how like unfortunately I lost the baby. And I was like, what? Like, this is just getting crazy. And it was just like, just leave me out. Just stop talking about me. I don't know why she was so honed in on me.
Wow.
Okay, I retract my previous statement.
Yeah.
I don't want Dorinda on. Okay, well, I leave it.
I got Lindsay on Roni. So let's make it happen, Andy.
Traders too. I would love to
go
see
back
you on Traders.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well,
I know. I mean, like to actually go this.
Yeah, you would be really good.
That would be great.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see.
Traders, Roni, Andy, I know you listen
and you need a camera on me because shit just happens. And
wait, I want to know what this guy looks like. All right, his name's Turner. Let's fucking Google him real quick. The Wild Files. I got that. Is that a clip or something? Yeah, I saw him on there. What did he say? He said on there on Wild Files. He said, yeah. I know. I saw that. That's what I mean. She said he never saw that until that. That's fucked up, right? That she called him Cocaine Carl. He said nobody's ever called me that. Yeah, he talked a lot about it. I know it was a really good interview. Let me see if it's a clip I can play it. That part right there. Exactly. Let me see. You sent it to my text messages and so on. I don't know how. I can't open my text messages here. Oh fuck! I can't open text messages here. Wait, yes I can. Yes I can. Oh, I can open it. Oh, I can open it. Okay, I opened it. All right, hold on, guys. So, it's the whole thing. All right. But he's really good on here. Because I was like, oh, good. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, he did talk a lot about it. Kristen Lindsay. I know. Huh? No, I'm replaying an interview, Kath. Wait, you can tell right here. Yeah, Dorinda told everyone. Oh my God, told everyone she had him. I didn't hear that. Well, I want to know where she said it. That's crazy. Did you see it? All right, let me show this. So Carl's on Nick Viall Files, right? Yeah. I love him. He's awesome. And you know what? I like Nick Viall. I don't know if I like Nick Viall per se, but I love his interviews are amazing. Okay, so he gets very deep on here. Let's see. Part is
summer. So I'm trying to figure out a way to frame the question because, like, again, getting to know you a little bit here, having an opportunity to interview Lindsay. I mean, listen, opposites do attract a lot, but like in so many ways, you guys could not be further apart from people. Like, clearly, what must have made your relationship work in a lot of ways was the way that like you did balance each other out, right? But like, we've all had our fun with like PR Lindsay and things like that. But I guess my question to you, not to necessarily go back to like the decision to break up with her, how you broke up with her and just the fallout, but like, you are someone who, and I say this as someone who I like to strategize. I think you can be a genuine person and calculated, but you seem a lot less calculated than Lindsay. And Lindsay has a PR background, and I couldn't help but wonder, in your defense, however, whatever your intentions were when you broke up, like that must have been in the back of your mind. If I break up with my girlfriend, my fiance, we are public figures. We're on a TV show. She knows what to do here. Like how do I, to me, it would make sense that you leaned in a way on the show, like that. You're just like, oh, well, I'll
conflicts and this challenge of communication styles.
He is so fucking, listen, just like Craig, he's being so respectful as he can to these bitches that are so ignorant to them. You know what I mean?
And I'm not kidding. Like, we at one point in our couples therapy did a Gottman exam, and a Gottman exam is each couple takes it individually, and the therapist reviews the results and then has meetings with you individually to kind of understand more about the psychological things going on in the relationship. And I'm telling you, the alarm was sounded big time when these tests were revealed individually.
That's like the couple, they're all the couple, and they can predict with like 98% accuracy based on how you communicate, whether you will get divorced or not.
And there was a lot of things that trickled down from that, which were very real in the relationship, but were very, things that we had to really focus on. But we went into a couples therapist office every week from October, November of that fall to basically the time we broke up that you saw.
Do you feel like you were just going to go, or do you feel like y'all were actively doing the work?
I felt like we were doing the work. And honestly, there was things that we learned in the room, like certain tools that we would try to implement within a conversation or within an argument to try and either diffuse or create more of like a safe space to have that kind of dialogue. We both are emotional people. And I think sometimes the world we played in, I'll give you an example. Like, Kyle went on an interview and said some stuff that Lindsay had said about me. And like, at home, how do you don't have like a, babe, I wish you would have said something different. Like, it's what the fuck, And like, you get a level of intensity in her and I, as you've seen in previous seasons, have an intensity behind it. So we weren't communicating as, I think, healthy adults, but we were trying to use those tools in the room. But I feel like we would go 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Yeah.
If you're a renter, you should start taking advantage of Built. Here's the thing. You could be earning points on groceries, travel, and practically everything else you buy. You should also be earning points on rent.
Digging myself deeper because all this fear of
makes me cry when I think about
some of the stories and some of the shit that happened. But I feel like publicly that it doesn't get discussed a lot. And I think, as 2 young parents, we have
the last time I spoke to him for real was actually my grandmother.
That was brother. Yeah, his brother died. I'm not gonna be
trying to express
what. So I wanted to find the Cookie Carl part, but there's probably a clip, and it's a really long podcast. But yeah. So there's a part in there where it's really good right now. You should watch it. The mid-season trailer is so fucking good. But yeah, Shep's chasing after a girl that's like doesn't want to be with him. It's crazy, and like they're all with him trying to support him. They picked the cameras back up for Craig and Carl. I mean Craig and Paige. They also picked the cameras back up at Summer House. Lindsay, I just did an interview with Lindsay. Her dude and her are not fucking together. They've never been together. You can tell that he just fucked her and that was it. I want to see what he looks like. His name's Turner. Let's see what he looks like. They all said they saw him, so there must be a picture of him somewhere. Lindsay, what's her name? Lindsay Hubbard, right? Lindsay Hubbard and Turner Coof. His name is Turner. There's his name, Turner. Can't say it. Hi, Mama. My kisses. My kisses. Yes, kiss my kisses. This is my little baby kitten, Sterling Marie. Say hi to everyone. She said she's never on camera anymore. Well, here he is. Okay. Oh, okay. Look at this guy. Not what I thought. Literally not what I thought. Here, guys, I'll show you. I thought he was an Indian. I thought he was Indian or something. I thought he was like Indian. But he's not. He's blonde hair and looks normal. Like, he looks like, why isn't he on the show? Like, what is she hiding from? What is she hiding? Turner Keefe, his name is. All right, so here's like a... What the hell? Blow it up. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not going to save it. Oh, get out of here. All right, so that's him. Okay. All right, well. Okay, let's look. Let's this guy. What's up? Who are you, sir? Who are you, sir? Let's read about this man. Screen share. Hold on. There we go. Oops. Square. I want to. The window. No, tab. Oh, whatever, man. All right. Where are you guys at? Are you seeing me? What the fuck is happening? Okay. All right. I'm going to read this, okay? I don't know this, guys. Okay, so mystery boyfriend is finally revealed. He's not Bill, pregnant Lindsay Hubbard's mystery boyfriend. Dr. Turner Koof. Oh, he's cute. The father of Lindsay Hubbard's child has been revealed. Page 6 can confirm the Bravo celebrity is dating and expecting her first child with Turner. Oh, he's a doctor. Wow. I thought this dude was like, oh, what the fuck? Okay. Koof works as the vice president of research and investments at Royal Pharma. Wow. After previously being employed by JP Morgan for 3 years, according to a screenshot of his LinkedIn, which he has been seemed to deactivate. Wow. Oh, it's good looking. All right, let's see what else. Wow, he just looks like he looks like he's married. Sorry. The Barbara everything Turner Koof, vice president. Wow. Holy fuck, dude. They've never lived together. Can you get off my stuff, please? Come on, guys. He became a doctor at Tufts. Is that his last name? Get off here. Tufts University School of Medicine. Stop fucking my shit. Come on. What just happened? All that I didn't touch anything. And then, I'm gone. All of a sudden I'm gone because these freaking assholes touch my wires. My God, where am I? Oh, I'm lost. I'm not here. What happened to me? Oh my God. I'm not here. My camera's going. What's happening? What'd you guys do? Fucker. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know. My whole screen's frozen. This fucking. I can't. I don't know what just happened. Oh. I'm completely frozen. I just got completely frozen. I don't know what happened. This is why I have to lock it out of my here. They just look at the wires. Okay, Carl's sober. Yeah, Carl. It gets better. Carl's really sober. Yeah, he's been sober. He's got sober. He's been sober for almost 3 years. He did 2 seasons already sober, so he hasn't been sober. He hasn't been drunk in 2 years. So yeah, he's done 2 seasons sober so far. The ones they just filmed, and yeah. So I was trying to do that. I was trying to get her interview or whatever. I was just pulling up about him, and all of a sudden I couldn't see anything. I couldn't even move. So yeah, he's a good looking dude. He's a doctor. That's crazy. Try to share it again, and then I want to take a break, and then we're going to talk about Blake Lively and whatever's going on with them today. An update on that, and I'll go on a second stream. All right, let me read about Lindsay's man for a minute. Okay. Are they still together? Well, nope. Lindsay and Turner were reportedly dating a couple months before this arrest. After the birth, they're living separately. It's crazy. Lindsay shocked her fans by wishing Carl a 40th birthday. Wow. What does he do for a living? Turner Koof, based in New York, U.S., is currently vice president of Royal Pharma. I want to see how much he's worth. Turner Koof brings experience with JP Morgan. He's a doctor of medicine at some university. I wonder how much he's worth. Who's that guy? Wait a minute. Gemma. That's him. That's a different picture though. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who is this guy? Who's this guy? Our baby daddy. That's not him. That's a different guy. What's that? Lindsay is not a baby. Done it. That's what he was, but that's not him. But that Turner Koof guy is. Why is she with her dentist? Why would she do that? That's weird. Why would she do that? Like with her dentist? Lindsay confirmed the pregnancy. He's a private person, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he knocked you the fuck up. Okay, whatever, man. It's weird to have your dentist in a picture like that. That was a weird fucking picture. Whatever, man. All right, so like I said, they're not together, and they probably never were. He probably just, I don't know what's going to happen. She's obviously acting like everything's, I don't care, blah, 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 I'm so cool. But it's you. It's you. Obviously, it's you. It's not them, it's you. Look, yeah, all right, guys. So I don't know what time it is. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to come back and do Blake and Justin and whatever else is going on in the world. If anybody wants to send me any tea to my Instagram, that'd be amazing. Anything you can find, latest thing on Justin or the Justin and Blake of it all, the equals one. But we'll do some new. I'm going to do some Broadway news because, and then after that, I got to go to my sister's and spend the day and a half there. So I'm going to do some news tonight because I probably won't be back Wednesday. Probably not till the afternoon. I'm going to help her. She has surgery on Thursday, so I got to go do some stuff over there after this. But before I go, I'm going to come back and do afternoon news. So I'll be back in like an hour. Actually, you know what? I'll make the stream real quick. So while I'm doing that, there's 367 people watching on Instagram, on all the other ones. So please hit the like button, everybody. And anything you have any opinions, please tell me, because I don't think I'm always right. I know that I'm not always right. I love everybody's opinion. That's why it's called Whose Side Are You On? And I like, even if we disagree, it's fascinating to me because that's the part I like. Like, I like to know what, like, if anybody sees something I'm not seeing, like this whole Blake and Justin thing. I am so fucked in the head that, like, how does Ryan Reynolds not see the black and white paperwork that, like, you know what I mean? It's not even about believing somebody or not believing somebody. How do you not see what's in black and white? And it's fascinating. And I would like to know why oh my God, now my fucking phone died. Are you kidding me? All right. Let me schedule it on here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like something's up. Like, what is going on? Like, what don't we see? Like we see something that, you know what I mean? Sister, thank you. Yeah, she's getting her surgery on her foot. Wait, can I do it while I'm in here? Shit. Yes, I can. Stay in the studio. Let me open a new studio. I want to do it. I'm blah, blah, blah. Krista, I signed up for Restream because how me and Laura just said it's like way cheaper because we've had StreamYard for 4 years and I love it, but they fucking overnight doubled our how much they charge us every month, and it's a lot of fucking money. And I don't want it. I only haven't wanted it for one thing. It's because of the one little like smoothing filter thingy. But I'm pissed off because Restream's fucking camera's not working, and it's really cool. It does TikTok, and I can see everybody's messages too. I don't have to sit there and like go back and forth. So the 367 people, I can actually see them at the same time. But I'm scheduling this real quick. The Blake. Oh wait, I'll call it Blake and Justin of it all. Blake. It fascinates me. I need to know why people don't see the fucking truth. I don't understand. If somebody seen Blake, tell me fucking why, please. Like, I need to know. Like, what does Ryan say that we don't see? Like, what happened? How is there two people that are that fucked up? Are they married to each other? And it's crazy. There's more than one Amber Heard in this world. That's the fascinating thing for me. Blake and Ryan of it all. I just don't get it. Like, what's going on? Why do you want to ruin a man's career? What happened? Like, what started this? You know, I don't think narcissism, that's not an excuse for me. You legit tried to put this man in jail, like prison. You know what I'm saying? Ruin his entire life. Why? You know, let's see what's going on today. I'm sure there's something that came out. Justin Baldoni. Questions. That's what we're going to call it, questions. I'm questioning this. I want to know what's happening. Okay. I need my description. I need to discuss this case. I don't understand. I want to talk to somebody that like literally is paying attention to this and is seeing what I'm saying and saying something. What am I crazy? Are we crazy? Like, she's Amber Heard. Is that not obvious? We're not going to talk about any other allegations. The allegations that she made, and he just refuted. Okay, that's it. They're the only things we're talking about. How the fuck does that even equal up to something like I don't know. Discuss this. What makes it like it's not like, no, you don't believe this girl, blah blah blah. Like, she said something at this exact time this happened, and we're showing video footage that it didn't happen. And then there's black and white typing test messages. They're adding in. It's like, I don't. This is okay. I welcome. I wish I could get Siri to do this for me. I welcome, or I welcome. I don't feel like typing right now. I welcome opposing opinions. Please. Why is it worth it? Why did this happen? Why did you want to ruin this man's career? For real? For what? They're so famous. They don't need a movie. They don't need his movie. They make their fucking own movies. They're fucking famous. Okay. I am one of businesses. I am fascinated by anybody that has seen fucking Blake. And tell me why Ryan Reynolds isn't just as fucking Delulu as hair. How's there 3 of them in this world? Fascinating. I find it fascinating. I don't know if I find anybody that's actually on her side, actually. I don't think I have. I mean, have I? Is there anybody that's actually on her side? That's seen the paperwork? Because if you see what we see, you can't possibly say that you are Team Blake or you don't think that he has I don't know. There was some interview, I think it was Gibbs and this other guy. There were 2 podcasters, and one Gibbs, he's never even read the thing with Justin, but he's like, oh, Justin's messy, and I have to believe, like, you haven't read the fucking lawsuit. Like, you got to understand, that's not what this is about any longer. It's not about you believing this one or that one. It's like black and white. We're showing how the New York Times fucked up too, stating that anyone, this is just the description, anyone would. And how did this start? Justin in a bad light. And what is wrong with being like effeminate, whatever they call him? I don't even that excuse me. Oh, because he didn't like him because of this. He didn't like him, his personality. He hated his personality that much. And they're like, oh, his podcast partner quit. No, she didn't. It's his wife is his podcast partner. Emily Baldoni is his podcast partner co-host. And they put this thing out that even his podcast co-host quit. His wife quit on him. No, I just watched an episode of their podcast. They're fine. Just in a bad light. Please open panel. Or maybe something that came out today. I could just be talking shit right now. I don't know. I haven't checked. I want to check as soon as I'm done. Open panel. Okay. Schedule for later. What time is it? I'll do 4:20. I mean, I don't really want to wait that long, but we'll do 4:20. Kind of far though. What time is it? An hour. What time's up? Whatever. 4:20. This is my. I just saw Justin of it all. There we go. All right. Great live stream. All right. Why are we? Because I'm on here with you guys. It's not working. Yeah. Okay. I created it. All right. I think I can be able. All right, guys. Can you go in there? You get the link for me. If I can't, I won't be able to do it. Oh yeah, maybe I will. Okay. I'll be able to do it. All right. Hold on. Scheduling it all. Boop, boop, boop. Instagram. All right. Scheduled. I'm not going to get in it because they'll start making noises. But if it might be on YouTube, I might be able to do it real quick. And just give you guys the link. Just go right there. And it's 4:20, but an hour. And then after that, I go to my sister's. Which I can probably go from there. Scheduled, upcoming. Okay. Share. Copy. Oh my God, I did it. Oh, I did it myself. Paste. All right, here's the link for the next live. Okay, awesome. I love it. Thank you. I know. Please, yeah, because I'm worried. I'm not worried. I'm trying not to worry because it's a really serious surgery on her foot. They're re-breaking her entire foot. They have to she's got a lot done. They're stretching tendons. They're doing a lot of stuff. She just the other day I fucking accidentally hit her leg and I kind of hurt her again. It's really I can't wait for her to get it fixed, but it's going to be hard for her. My sister doesn't know how to sit still. That's the problem, and I'm going to be fighting with her to fucking not get the fuck up and not do things. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I don't want her to do is to fight with me over this because she can't fuck this up. You know what I mean? She'll fuck her like even more. She doesn't listen to people. All right, guys. So I just put the link in there. This is the link for the next live at 4:20. Okay. And there's 420 people watching. How weird is that? Oh my God, TikTok. All right, guys, I will see you over there. Thank you, everybody watching. I appreciate it. I think you nervous. There's so many people watching. I would hate when Adam would cut everybody off, but it's been over an hour. It's been 2 hours, and they don't share my stuff. So, all right, I'll see you in an hour, guys. Click the link to go over there. Like, comment, surprise, all that crap. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you. End stream. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.